Welcome to Payroll 2021 in Excel. You might have one of these files. You might want to do something with your pay stub. Hey, maybe you're an artist. There's nothing wrong with making your pay stub beautiful. This video is going to be about how do you mess with the pay stub, what are you allowed to do on the pay stub, what should you not do on the pay stub, because the pay stub is yours, and what you're getting from me in the file is something oftentimes that has a lot of different things in here that you may or may not need, and I didn't know if you were going to need them or not. I don't know if you have health insurance. I don't know if you have a 401k with your company. I don't know if you have life insurance or Aflac. I don't know if you have any of that. All I know is that you might have it. So I left it in there and then said, well, you're a smart individual. You know how to use Excel because you're using it right now. And so if you want to get rid of something because you don't have Aflac, I don't think this person has Aflac. You can highlight the column right here, whole column. You could just clear content, just clear it out. But you want to really get rid of it. Hit the column here, the whole column, right click, delete it. That's fine. There's an error that happened here, but that's because I was checking something. It doesn't really matter. It was for my benefit. As a matter of fact, I could get rid of this whole thing. I don't even need this. But it's helpful to check stuff. So you can just delete columns right off of here. You're not going to have a problem doing that in the pay stub. Also, once you get this down right, if you want to call something that's not on here, that gets a little more complicated because it has to do with these formulas that are in here. We have to find the proper place to do that, but it's really not that complicated, but that's how you do it. So you get this pay stub the way you want. You've got this. If you're going to try to print this on a check and you're going to feed this into your printer, you're going to format this by pulling columns, this way or up or down to get this thing to work right. Every check's different. You got to get it right once, and then you can print it all the time when you change employees, and it changes to something else. So that's going to generally take care of all that. The thing does turn numbers into words. I wrote a code to do that. Where did I put the rest of that code? Somewhere else. I figured, how did I do that? 0. Yeah, I think I wrote that in part of the matrix over here does that. Yeah, I turned numbers into words over here. I spent a day doing this. I'm sure somebody's, there's a macro that does this, but I did it without a macro. I was like, how do you write a code that's going to turn numbers into words? And it does work up to, I think, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Should we try it? Let's do that. Let's see how big it can get. Let's go and let's give this person a bonus of $1,350,000. All right, that's a nice payday. Let's see what happens in that paycheck. Is it first period? What period is it at? It's this period. Yep, that person got $1,350,000 and their check, broke. So apparently you can't pay somebody over $1 million. How about, I think I would have set it up for $999,000. I think that's what I allowed. Let's try 900,000. See what happens. No. Really? That's a problem. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised at that. How about 90,000? Okay. Yeah, so apparently it will not work over $100,000, I bet. I'm sorry. And it looks like the entire check won't work. Something was weird there. That was weird. I haven't tried that in a long time. But it will give you a big old fat check, it looks like, if you're paying somebody under $100,000, and you probably are. So that being said, what else do we want to talk about here in the pay stub a few minutes in? Well, you can put your logo, you can grab an image and paste it in here. When you're setting the print area, it should already be set for this area, but you can obviously go up here to page layout and highlight an area and then use this to set up your print layout. If you haven't done that before, you set up a print area. People that want to stack them and do, have it set up to print once on, 10 employees all in a row. I don't recommend it because you want to take this whole thing. Like, if you tried to take this and copy it and then paste it, below and try to do a different employee, it wouldn't work properly. It needs some coding change to do that. And I don't recommend it because just go one by one. If you have hundreds of employees, you should be paying them electronically with a CSV upload that should not be this. So, I mean, if you wanted to just print and generate stubs for everybody, I I guess I could set up a macro for you to do that where it would go through the list of everybody in print and maybe generate a one big PDF or something. I don't know, but generally this payroll is for like, I always think that you should be looking each time you should do it. You should do this action of choosing your employee because you're supposed to be glancing at the paycheck. And if you have everybody in here all at once and you never really look, you might run stuff without seeing that this is blank and whatever. Just do it one by one. If you think it takes long, it really doesn't. It's pretty fast. You go here, you click, next name, you print. You know, you just it's really fast. So all right. So enough of me complaining about why I don't like stacking pay stubs in here. There are other ways to upload pay into systems and to set up EFT transfers or all kinds of different ways to do things. And the way to do that is going to be in the other pivot sheet where we're going to generate the CSV that is needed. So all of the different types of compensation that you're seeing on the pay stub, you know, we can grab any of this. Like let's grab, oh gosh, anything we want here. There's so many different, like did I grab, there's state tax, fed tax, gross compensation. There's all kinds of things like, you know, Medicare, right? The employee Medicare portion is right here. And we bring this in, you do what's called, you do some number formatting changes here, although I usually like to change the title to something easier. This is employer. This is going to be part of your 941 tax, and you can just format all the numbers at the same time like this, and go okay, and then you get something that looks pretty good. And you know, you bring everything to show you your total 941 tax is a good one to put on here to see what your total liability is going to be for the period for everybody, and you just keep doing all this stuff forever. So you can generate all your custom reports this way. This is kind of like a cumulative pay stub because you could just click one pay period if you wanted to. You can add a slicer for the pay period and simply whichever pay period it was, this is going to be the information from that pay period. It's just going to pop up here. So that being said, is there anything else we want to talk about with the pay stub that I haven't answered? I can't really make this bigger. I've had people say like, I can't see it. It's too small. I know. I mean, you can just zoom in and then scroll down. Formatting, names. Don't type over this. Yeah, don't ever do that. Don't do that. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something sneaky right now. So I'm going to show you a little formula I like to write when I get angry that people type over things. So it's a conditional formatting formula, and it's fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that inside the cell that we're in, which is C8, is formula C8 equals false. What this formula is going to do is if somebody types over a formula, guess what's going to happen? It's going to pop up in yellow. And we're going to apply this rule to, how many areas are they going to let us apply this to? We're going to find out. Here, here, anywhere in here, anywhere in here, anywhere in here. Let's just do that for now, see if that works. Yep, that's going to work. So now, if you're sneaky and you're like, oh my God, I need to change somebody's thing. It's not working on the pay stub. I'm trying to do the pay stub for this weekend. I know I forgot to pull the health insurance out, so I'm going to write $350 there. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's now yellow. Excel knows that you're violating its terms. Excel knows that you're writing over something. It's going to go yellow. And that will tell you, I'm going to put that formula in everybody's file. That's going to tell you that you need to not do that. Because then all of a sudden you've turned a formula into a value and it's going to be wrong for everybody else's paycheck. You know why? If you're putting that health insurance there for Jack and then you go to somebody else, that never changes. Whoops. So you can't do that. So I'm glad to make that yellow, and that will prevent you hopefully from accidentally typing over things because that will be a pain in the butt. All right, guys. That's what you can do with the pay stub. Make it your way. Make it as pretty as you want. Put pictures up here. You can put anything you want. You can add the sick hours. A lot of times people like adding the balance of vacation and stuff. You can put that on here. I don't think I have that. That's one that usually I'll do. All right, I've gone 10 minutes. I've talked too long. All right, good luck everyone. Payroll should be easy. We are making it soon. I'm chugging them out. I've been just emailing people all night long, being like, "Yep, I got your file. Here it comes, do," and doing that all night long. It's really awesome. So good luck everybody.